Good morning, everybody. We're here on the sort of wrong side of the tracks, part of the Capitol this morning. And the dragon's mouth gate opens and it closes throughout the morning. And I've seen a lot of people walking about this morning who clearly do not and are not from this country nor this culture. And my huge question is, why are people from Pakistan and China, just any country really, but some that seriously differ from ours philosophically, why are they working here? This is, I think, one of my main questions daily, because I see it daily. It's sort of what I don't film more than what I do that's really most important. I'm sort of afraid to film them. They kind of film me back now. But I just saw a local person coming out of there this morning. I didn't want to film her for her own dignity. She went back into her tent now. But it's just appalling that that would happen. That the state can allow this to happen. This is not someone who looked like they were doing this for fun. This looked like a local person from here. And yet we're building more and more buildings as if there's no tomorrow in this little beastie New World Order, rather Luciferian, rather satanic place. So here I'll just give you a little general overview here. And there it goes, the little dragon's mouth, open and close. Open and close. You know, the only people who really are working here are the janitors at night, who really come in and clean up after these folk. And that they are just pouring money into all these cars that drive on the freeway, and all the gasoline and all the expense and the waste, just to really warehouse these people who are, you know, part of the problem, shall we say, not part of what's good. I mean, we need a certain amount of, you know, paying something so that the roads work and that we have some sort of structure. But these folks are not part of it. They didn't come and build it. The infrastructure was here. And then in really the mid-70s, things really started to go here in Washington in a big way. Not that it wasn't started as a sort of banana republic, as a giveaway to the robber barons, back when it was a territory. But that's one reason I have not been filming so much down here. It's scary. I see people who, you know, look like, I don't know, probably the same people that Debbie Wasserman Schultz hired. That type. And a lot of times they're in a gang. There'll be 6 of them or something. And I think if you look at my older videos, you can see that clearly. But this morning I saw it again, and it was just terrifying. And I was like, I can't even film this. But if you have any clout at all, if there's anyone watching who has any clout, please go look at the list of employees and see what their names are, if you can get a hold of that, and country of origin. See if they can even translate their name into something that can be in an alphabet. And then ask yourself, why are we having homeless here? And homeless can definitely be divided up into several categories. You know, there was a man I knew here, I think I've told the story before, who was like very wealthy, and his son wound up in the paper, like on the cover of the Daily Olympian, as like, what are we going to do with the homeless problem? And he's like, oh no, Junior, you know, there's Junior again, you know, trying to be trendy. And then there are people, of course, who have fallen through the cracks. And then there are people who just seem just outright genocided, especially looking at the population of who's living here. And I keep forgetting to also mention the fact that in the 70s, the mid-70s, there was that giveaway bill to the Chinese, because we said, oh, if we nick this piece of wood, then it's considered milled. So now when you go to Home Depot and you buy something, it was shipped from a log here to China, and they milled it in China, and then they shipped it back to you. Talk about waste. And you know, this was all part of this. I never saw it before. It's like it's part of a plan. But then when I read the Anna Schlecht document about coming in here and doing it on purpose to depopulate and to displace the population that had built the town and to replace it with another population, that was news to me. I had thought the whole thing had been done out of some kind of wild greed, but this goes deeper than that. And you can kind of see that in the hatefulness of these little hateful buildings that have sprung up since we've been graced with the New World Order, Evergreen State College, that sort of thing. Take good care. Bye.